points a moment ago. You name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the San Antonio Dreadnoughts. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set up. 8, read.
Rip left. Switch.
Get it.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Hard. Speed grip.
On third down, Herbert trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the echo. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 50. Hey, you must be getting tired of seeing me. Hayward.
Kaiser to throw it this time. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
On the ready. Watch 49. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Watch time.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. 34 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 12-yard line.
Let's go now. 54. Hey, come on. 54, Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. And his kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Gordon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch 54. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check that. 6-6. Pull it high. Now.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Herbert sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And the Raider first down.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll throw here. Kaiser. On the check down, he finds Kamara. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Kaiser, Uchenna, and Wosu got the sack there. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
First down, Raiders.
Set, ready, get ready. Mike, it's free.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Complete here. It's Hyde. That one a first down pickup of 8.
To number 13. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Raiders.
Let's go. Pittsburgh. Over. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Kaiser now to throw on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Terry. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. Spins by. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Toss play, Kamara. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take over.
from the 16. Kaiser out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
On the set, Mark 49. He can't hang. Go. He's not going to get me. 49. Go. 49 to Mike. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming up.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
What we got? Check 5.
Now Gordon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
That throw into the arms of Allen. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. He's by himself. Keenan Allen. Touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Melvin Gordon His third touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Go. Watch 54. Watch 54. Silver. Let's go. Watch out. Check.
Kaiser now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Mike 54. Mike 54. You're not ready. Let's go. Come on.
From the gun, Kaiser. This one caught by Ridley. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Kamara. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, watch the slant. That's it. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. Wild Bill. Go. 49. 49 to Mike. 49 to Edge. I got one. 49, guys. Mike.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, watch it go.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. Over the middle, complete. It's Terry. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the gun, Kaiser. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Looking to throw again on second down. Kaiser. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
In your face.
From the 25 on second down, Kaiser eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Kaiser to throw it. It's caught at the 10. He got 29 yards that time.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that. And having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. To throw, Kaiser. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
A run with Smallwood. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Squeeze, double. Check.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And 10 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Kaiser yet again. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Grant. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent.
He's got a man, complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
San Antonio, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Now it's his carry for Melvin Gordon. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Ready up.
Guys, fight 51. Mike 51. Go, go, go.
General West. Bravo.
Mike 51.
Ready, ready.
To throw on second down. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Hey, exit.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Protein spill.
Throwing on third and long. Herbert. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in San Antonio as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a first and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Now Kaiser drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Right there.
Here's Kaiser. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
49. 49's a Mike. 49's a Mike. You better be afraid of me.
Now Kaiser on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Let's go. 15, Lonnie. 15-9. Hey, let's go. It's time to press. I got you.
Now Gordon on first down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now! Leo! Get it!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Now for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score, Dreadnoughts 28, Raiders 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Kill.
From the 31, Kaiser. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go!
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 38. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back, they can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, Kaiser again. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Operating from the gun, Kaiser. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing again on second down. Kaiser. And he rips that one incomplete there. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the 16, Kaiser. And he fires one incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Kaiser. Well, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Kaiser and the offense staying put. They're going for it.
Check nickel. Bravo. Shift.
Slam. 66. Bullet. Half. Wide. Get wide. That's it.
Kaiser to throw for it on 4th. And the pressure gets to him again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for San Antonio, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll drop down to 1-3. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.